but...
I hope so, James. I'll be knackered.
There you go, mate.
Awesome.
Lads, make sure we are onside on kickoffs, yeah? Make sure we're onside, boys.
Lovely, isn't it? I'll say it's lovely. Give it 10 minutes, I'm sweating and breathing out, making it all that. And then... Still got missed out.
Yeah, mate.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Make sure we're onside, boys. When you're ready, Josh, it's on you, mate. Go. Release now.
Square it, Danny.
Go on.
Oh.
Ryan's good. It's fine. On the shoulder. 2. Move. Go 2. Shoulder. 3. Move now. Come on, Adam. Wait. Go 3. 4. Move now. Hold here. Go 4. 5. Move now, Jay.
My lead, Tommy.
Hold. Go 5. Watch these in the middle. Oh, second time. Keep 10. Thank you. Okay.
Kick us through.
Surrender. Stand. Big hold. Big hold. Go on. 2. Move. Come on. Go 2. 3. Move now. Wait. Go 3. 4. Move now. All the way. Go 4. 5. Move. Make sure you're holding this one. Brandon. Go 5. Thank you. Jay, you're off.
Left side's okay.
Left side.
Clear.
Thank you. And that's fine. Dominant. Stand. Play on. That's 1. 2. Move now. Hold. Hold. Don't go early, George. George.
Yeah, you've got him.
Make sure you're holding. 3. Move, Marty. Hold here. Go 3. 4. Marty. Hold.
I've got lead.
Go 4. 5. Josh. Go 5. You're off.
Middles, these
Yeah,
middle
thank
left.
you.
Ball back.
Turn over here.
Yes.
I've got a mark.
In line with you, Tommy.
Yeah, mate.
I'm here. Thank you. Your hand over there, nice and square, boys. Just wait for me, Ed. Make sure we're on. Okay, go. That's fine. 1. Move now. Hold here. Go on. 2. Move. Hold here. Go 2. Yeah.
With 0 coming.
0. Keep that mark.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Under 40.
0. Move. Hold. Go 0.
Ben made it 10, mate.
1. Move now. Go on.
Take it, Tommy.
2. Move. Hold here.
Danny, don't go early.
Gotta be quicker in the rock.
Oh, Craven, right.
Okay. 3. Move now. Hold here. Go 3. 4. Move, Adam. Go 4.
Clear.
Yeah.
We're not on his
20. Well done. Keep your eye on the ball. So it'll be 0.
He's running.
So 23 start, mate.
We're good to
Put
go,
your
Scott.
restart on the mark.
Tackle 0 coming.
Thank you. 0. Move now. Go 0.
Go get him! On his goal!
1. Move. Go on.
You take it, Luke.
Pull back! Pull back!
2. Adam. Go 2.
Milner!
Clear.
Thank you. 3. Move now. Wait. Go 3. Hold! Release now. Tackle 4. Go.
Get up, Bobby!
5. Move all the way, Adam. Go 5.
There's big stand over there, last tackle.
Big stand over. Lads, there's a couple of slow in the ruck. I need you to react in the ruck. Wait there, mate.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. Off the line, please. Go. Hold! Release now. Go on. 2. Move now, Matty. Go 2. You're moving forwards.
Now get to Craven on your right.
3. Move, Danny.
Danny!
Go 3. 4. Move, George. Go 4. Hold! Release now. Tackle 5. Go. Still making yards.
Middles. These are good on the left.
These are good. That's fine. Surrender! Stand! Hold! Hold! Go. That's 1. 2! Move, Will! Hold here. Go 2.
Milner downtown.
Log in. 3! Move now! Hold. Go 3. 4! Charlie! Off on him! Go 4, well done. 5! Adam!
Adam away!
Position!
You 10! You 10!
Middles.
Okay. 1! Move! Go on. Watch the flop! 2! Move! Go 2.
Oh, Matty Ashurst here.
Yeah. 3! Move, Matty, you've got to hold. You're going on me. Go 3.
Clear.
It's fine. Hold! Release now. Tackle 4. Go. 5! Move, Matty!
Line boys!
All the way, all the way, all the way. Six turning over. George, you was again offside.
Hand it over, please, Charlie.
That's twice already.
Danny,
Right there.
no favour, please. Nice and tight, Charlie.
Make sure, thank you. Go. Surrender! Stand! Hold. Go on. 2! Move, Adam! Hold here, boys. Jack! Go 2. 3! Move, Will! Go 3. 4! Move, Brandon! Go 4. 5! Move! Go 5. Brandon, you're off. Outside.
You're off.
Yeah. Play on. One. Move on, Jack. Hold it, come on. Danny, you're well in front of me. Too many times I've spoke to this defensive line. Too many times. Danny, on this occasion.
I'll get Charlie to carry it.
Hooks in between.
Okay, red line. Go. One. Move, George. George. Go on.
Clear.
That's fine. Two. Move. No.
Go on, penalty there, mate. Well done, mate.
Next is one.
Hold. Release now. Tackle one. Go. Two. Move. Quickly. Wait. George. Yet again. Three.
On the goal, Oldham.
Go three.
Clear.
Four short. Move on, George. Go four.
Okay. Yes. On the flag.
Sorry, man, I'm not kicking it away from you.
Yes, Master. Good catch.
What's your first name, mate? Just so I...
Oh, David. It's probably on the gangsters, man.
Mate.
You got anything?
No, mate. No, no, keep going. Keep talking. Yeah, just so I can call you by your name, that was all.
Cheers, mate.
That's okay, mate. I've got some, mate, but thanks for the offer. Appreciate it.
There we go.
Good strong start, Scott. Obviously, you've got a bit of challenge from Oldham on the 10, which I think I did really well. Halifax are generally pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah. Mr. McCarran, what's his first name?
Yeah, thank you.
Owen, thank you.
Cheers,
just so
mate,
I can call and that's it, if I need to, not for any reason.
Yep. Call
Nice
on
big
first,
shout.
mate, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Yes!
Hold on a minute.
Just be aware of if you hear anybody making daft noises when they're behind the sticks, when they're kicking the ball.
All right, mate.
You know what I mean.
We're in position as well.
No.
Oh, it's a brilliant kick-off from Oldham, though. What a kick-off. And you could say typical Halifax take the lead, but make a mistake. But it was a brilliant kick-off there from, I think it was from Craven, and Chapelau returns it with interest. Well now. And all are making their way up to Halifax's 20. Slow play the ball, Aldridge comes blind. PLT applies a break, steps back on the inside, but Cowan with a great tackle there. Still tackles here for Oldham. Drinkwater brings it across. Little simple drop off of Chapelau. Beats the first man, but Douglas wraps him up. Quick play the ball. Aldridge finds Drinkwater back on the inside. Last one for Oldham. Aldridge finds Milner. On to Drinkwater. Finds Craven. They've got a bit of an overlap, but Craven steps back on the inside. Gets the ball back to Drinkwater, who'll kick back towards his near side, and he collects easily. And it's Ben Davies. Blimey, if he reached higher than Ben Crooks, and it's a special effort. And Oldham strikes straight back. Just coming up to the quarter of an hour mark. They tried going right first at Oldham. I thought they had the overlap, but Craven came back on the inside. The ball made its way back to Drinkwater. Measured kick over toward the left-hand corner, and very rare you see Ben Crooks beat into a ball like that, but full credit to Ben Davies. He jumped higher and quicker, claimed the ball to score. Potentially the equalising try if Drinkwater can tag the 2 on. Here's Drinkwater. Just glides the ball through. Just such a accomplished goal kicker. And we're all tied up 6 apiece. And it's not just a name, it's an instruction in this weather. As the sun beats down Odsal Stadium, Jacob Fairbanks come back out onto the pitch for the changing room, hopefully fit enough to come back on as Pons collects the kick-off. Oh, brilliant shot. Who else? Owen McCarron. Should call on top of the pops. He's full of hits. He's Owen McCarron. O'Brien with the latest tackle on Ashurst. Aldridge. Craven hands it on to Lannon, and Lannon takes on a couple of old friends in Dufresne, Tangata, and Charlie Graham there to add weight to. Johnson was out for dummy half to find the 40 for Oldham. Craven runs across field, drops off for Chapelhow. Great tackle down low by O'Brien. Last one. Craven under pressure from O'Brien, gets a kick away. No pressure on Nofaluma though, takes it himself, surveys it. Good return as well, gets a quick play of the ball, looking for a quick play of the ball. Scrappy play of the ball. Hopefully Miklauskas has says on memory bank, and Oldham are all offside there, surely. Dog's hind leg comes to mind with that defensive line. They're still not back. As Calcott powers into the 40, brilliant run there from Calcott. Halifax making more yards from offside Oldham than they were before. O'Brien finds Dufresne, shot ball to Tangata, great shot there. I think it was Lannon there. Last one for Fax, just inside the Oldham 20, goes back to Dufresne, kicks cross field, looking for Crooks. Pons knocks on. Oh, referee rules that Crooks got to it first. Well, I'm not too sure about that. And Crooks is having a bit of a debate with the referee on that. But Oldham get away with that. But still, not a bad place to turn it over, 10 metres out. As PLT let's try to step his way out of danger for Oldham. Big collision there. Jack Hansen and Will Calcott there. Hansen asking for a knock on from the referee, but none coming. Here's Chapelhow, another big collision there. Can you hear it? Even from up here. As Pelissier is onto the field. Diminutive little dummy half by there is Johnson. A bit of O'Keefe, sorry. Spins out one side, spins out another. A bit of poor defence there from Douglas. O'Keefe takes the hold past halfway. Here's PLT trying to make the most of tiring defence in the middle, but O'Brien did brilliantly. Last one for Oldham. Craven puts it high. Nofaluma comfortably takes. Here's Tibbs. There's a big wall of blue Oldham defenders in front of him. Here's Saltonstall, centre field. Good yards there from Salty. 2-3 Oldham defenders around him. Again, very, very scrappy play the ball. O'Brien wanted it quicker as Douglas trundles it up, but great defence again from Pelissier down low. O'Brien finds Hansen, kicking early on the 40, but Pons is back there, collects it on the full. But it's a great chase led by Hansen and Tangata there. Brilliant tackle there from Aaron Tangata. Here's PLT in the centre. Finds O'Keefe, but great tackle coming in once more from O'Brien. Here's Lannon. Well put down by Tangata and Jouffre. Craven drops off for Farnworth, and Farnworth well dealt with by Graham and Calcott. Pelissier long ball to drink water. They've got gas galore of Oldham. Asher's thrown the dummy. Managed to get the ball out. Davies comes back on the inside. He loses the ball. Nofaluma is just going to go all the way. Nofaluma makes the break. Oh, the referee's called 2 knock-ons. Oh, I didn't see where that second knock-on came from. Definitely should be Halifax ball. But I definitely did not see a second knock-on. And Nofaluma, as he's threatened to for the last couple of games, made the break-up field, but the referee called him back because he saw an Halifax knock-on there after the Oldham one. As Halifax making changes again, and Jacob Fairbank must have passed whatever test he's taken the changing rooms. He's ready to come back onto the field alongside Brad Graham. Here's Graham, Charlie Graham that is. And we're back to calling Charlie and Brad now. Forgive me now, folks. Here's Tangata. It's Douglas and Calcutta that make way for Brad and Bob. Here's Jouffre. Short ball to McCarron on the angle. Looked a suspect forward, but play carries on. Here's Hansen. Drops off Fairbank, and Fairbank will take Halifax to halfway. O'Brien finds Cowan. He'll just trundle it up towards the 40. Last one here for Fax. 10 metres inside Oldham's half. He goes back to Jouffre, and Jouffre puts it high. Looking for the chase of James Saltonstall. PLT underneath it, and Graham and Saltonstall complete a tackle 5 metres from his own goal line. And Graham straight into the action there in defence, putting Johnson down alongside Leon Cowan. Graham involved again on the tackle of Pons. Oh, McCarron again just flies into those tackles. Quick one there. Pelissier jumps out. Farnworth takes on Fairbank. Does well, does Bob. Cowan down low, finishes the tackle. Last one for Oldham. Craven behind his 40. We go straight down the neck of David Nofaluma. And look at the counter attack again. Such a powerful runner. And referee Scott Michalauskas is going to stop the clock. And I think McCarron's got some claret on his face because it's a head injury assessment. The physio came straight onto the field. Well, not surprised. He's just throwing his body in full whack at Owen McCarron, and his head's just caught wrong. And the second head injury assessment substitution of the afternoon for Halifax. Here's Crooks. Runs centre field. 3 players eventually putting down. Just past the 40 metre line. O'Brien wanting a penalty. Scrappy play the ball. Crooks didn't like the attention he was getting. Tangata finds Graham. Charlie Graham, that is. He'll take fast past halfway. And a 6 again from Michalauskas. Turns into a penalty for offside. Well, if he's given that for offside, then he's not been watched the last 5 minutes because Oldham's defensive line has been like a dog's dying leg. But it's a great opportunity now for Halifax. Penalty, tapped to the 15 by Charlie Graham. Thought about the pass to Tangata, but it goes himself as Tom Inman comes onto the field. In at dummy half. Finds it to Fairbank, Hansen, Dufresne, lovely play. Brad Graham takes forward Oldham, men are carrying towards the line. There he is, nearly over the line. But tackles in the bag. Here is Dufresne, dummy half. There's a man being taken out far in the background, far too easy. Inman thought he was going to score the easiest try of his life then, but I think it was Fairbank whose dummy run was that of an American football player. Just totally hauled the man out. I think I have no complaints about that, but it's just poor play. Getting to such a good attacking position and then just ruin it like that. Just gets Oldham off the hook. Good shot there from Inman. Up top. The Fairbank finishing down below. Plissier goes blind. Craven. Double pump finds Lannon, and Lannon gets brought down. Burnham Tangata. Here's Craven. Finds Milner. Short ball to Farnworth. Great tackle down low by Inman. Sorry, O'Brien it was. That's looked a forward pass there to me, but play carries on, and Oldham 15 metres away from the Halifax line. Centre field, options left and right. Plissier goes left to Milner. Takes to the line, finds Drinkwater. Further on to Davies. Tibbs makes a tackle but knocks it forward. And Halifax survive that just about. Just under quarter of an hour to go in this first half, and it's still 6 apiece. And Oldham have the scrum 10 metres out, centre field. They split the attack, they've gone right. PLT throwing on the footwork, trying to get past Dufresne. Dufresne holds on while reinforcements arrive in the shape of Adam Tangata. Here's Lannon. Takes it himself, but stopped in his tracks by 3 fast defenders. Fairbank Cowan involved. Long pass from Plissier. Finds Chapelau. Long rangy legs. Powering towards the line, but it's stopped by Brad Graham, Hansen and Crooks. Plissier finds Farnworth. Big gaps there in the centre for Halifax. Will fill quite quickly up. Oldham fancy on that right hand side. Oh, they're coming left though. Drinkwater, long ball out. Hits Crooks, hits it backwards. Oh, and Oldham going to score here for the most fortuitous in the air. Oh, you won't see a more unlucky try in your life. Oh, how would I describe that one? Drinkwater threw another long ball out. Crooks ready. Got his hand to it. Couldn't get grip to it, so I knocked it backwards. Ball bouncing all over the place. Both sets of players looking to try and dive in it or kick it away. And it landed to Matthew Pons, who scored yet again against his former side. To take the lead in this game for the first time for Oldham. Just coming up to the last 10 minutes this first half. I'm so unlucky, but maybe Crooks should have just dealt with it better, maybe, I'm not too sure. But it's on this touchline, which on normal pitches will be a fairly difficult kick, but on this narrow Odsal field, Still a bit of a challenge for Drinkwater, but you won't bet against him landing it. He's taking it just about 25 metres back, right on this touchline, and he's completely messed that up. Commentator's curse, well. And McCarron, I think his game's done by the looks of things. He doesn't look too happy coming back out of the changing rooms. So Halifax go down to 16, and what a player to be missing the rest of the game. We'll get confirmation of that as soon as I get it. Big kick-off, and PLT nearly stepped dead. That's Farmworth. That's big collision there from Brad Graham and Leon Cowan. And sure, that's crossing there. You can hear the Halifax players calling for it. Mikhauskas referee. Rules play on. As all making their way right through Lannon. Stopped by Dufresne and Tangata. Scrappy play the ball. Surely he's not that on Lannon. Oh, brilliant tackle coming in from O'Brien and Inman. Had to be. Lovely ball it was. Craven puts it high. Too deep for the chasers. Nofaluma collects. Hands it on to Tibbs. Saltonstall standing there telling him where to go. As Inman comes off the field. Again, very, very... Oh, it's O'Brien. My mistake. Sorry. This Odsal country's not the best, but more importantly is Feel Halafihi coming on to make his debut for the club. Hansen brings on Brad Graham, stands in the tackle, eventually put down by three Oldham defenders. Halafihi goes into hooker, finds Hansen, onto Nofaluma, centre field, takes Fax past halfway. Last one for Fax. Goes to Dufresne. Dufresne puts it high towards the corner. It's going to be two. Oh, is it? Oh, and Oldham steps out there. Oh no, he's ruled that he was out of the field of play when he caught it, so it's out on the full. Jack Johnson must have been very confident of his surroundings there. As Milner takes up for Oldham. Good first tackle there from Halafihi, and his left foot on him as well. Brilliant tackle, Halafihi and Calcott. What an introduction to Halifax life for Halafihi with a great shot out of Milner. He's certainly got it in him. Such a diminutive player for Sheffield and Bradford, among others. And Milner's back up off his feet after being treated by the physio. And play continue, play the ball, 5 metres shy of halfway for Oldham. Plissier finds Craven, out of that PLT. O'Keefe finds Johnson. Good tackle coming in from Dufresne. Here's Craven, back right to Lannon. He likes that play, does Craven. Lannon wrapped up by Dufresne and Tangata. Oldham fans on that far side wanted a quicker play of the ball, but it's the same for both sides, chaps. Here's Craven, takes the line, short ball to Farmworth. Brilliant tackle there from Inman. Definitely Inman this time. Last one for Oldham, 30 metres out from the line. Drinkwater puts it high. Not that deep, and Tibbs comes to claim it. Brilliant take from Ben Tibbs. Real confidence booster there for Tibbs. Here's Crooks. He'll take the ball up. Put down by 3 Oldham men just outside his 20. Hansen fills in at dummy half, finds Saltonstall. He gets put down on his own 30. Halifax wanting a quick play of the ball again. Scrappy play of the ball. It's a very skinny 10. The Michalowskis has thrown back, and Inman has dropped that cold. Bad mistake from Tom Inman there, and he puts his hands up to say sorry, and he's rushed round by his teammates to give him a pat on the back, say chin up, come on. But it's another poor mistake in possession for Halifax. And Oldham have the scrum 30 metres away from the try line. Eventually, when the ball's fed, it is now Pelissier, fires it to PLT, takes on Hansen, but does well. Tackle finished off by Brad Graham. Here's Farnworth. Hop skipper before the line, and brilliant shot coming in from Ben Crooks. You can really hear these hits thundering in. Pelissier, short ball to Elijah Taylor. And Oldham within 10 metres of the fast line. Pelissier looking round, scheming. PLT breaks late left, but he goes right to Drinkwater. Further on to Craven. Short ball to Lannon. Looking for another try against Halifax, but brilliant tackle coming in from Dufresne and Tangata. Here's Craven, juggles with the ball, but managed to get the ball away to Drinkwater. On to Farnworth, gets the offload away. Oh, we've got 3 on 2. If Ashley just uses it, oh, brilliant tackle there from Crooks. The last one for the Roughheads. Goes back to Drinkwater, pressure on from Brad Graham. Brilliant take there from Nofaluma. Brilliant positioning there from David Nofaluma. And Halifax looking to counter-attack. Saltonstall gets the ball away to Inman. And Inman just takes the ball where he stands. Takes a tackle there. Here's Charlie Graham. As we're just inside the last 5 minutes here in the first half. Here's Tangata. Good contact coming in there from the own defence. Here's Inman. Short ball to Fairbank. That looked a bit forward. But Fairbank charging past halfway. Brilliant run by Bob there. Last one in the set for Fax. Goes back to Hansen. Hansen under pressure from Farnworth. Well, Farnworth just pushed Inman over there. Surely you can't just do that. Inman just stood there and he's just pushed him over. Oldham using the blind side. PLT attracts attack from Brad Graham. Gets a quick play of the ball though. Here's Davies. Big shot again. This time from Halifax. And again leaves his mark on the Oldham player. Here's Craven out the back to PLT. And Dufresne and Tangata again. Working in tandem really well today. Here's Craven. Oh, lovely shot there. Halifax again. He dislodged the ball backwards. Referee rules backwards. I would have loved to have this referee last week when Ben Tibbs spilled the ball. Last one. Back to Craven. Craven puts it high and deep. Tibbs underneath it. Collects. Surveys his options, but it's a wall of blue in front of him. Tibbs makes some good yards after contact there, Ben Tibbs. Great return. Will play the ball 25 metres out for his own line. Here's Saltonstall. Runs towards centre field. Still going across the field. Eventually put down on his own 40. Hansen going blind. Graham, nice angle there. Will bring Halifax to the halfway line. Halifax finds Hansen, drops it off for Inman. Very, very quick out of the block. Pelissier there. Halifax wanting a quick play of the ball. Short ball to Nofaluma, who just takes it straight and hard. And gets put down on Oldham's 40. Last one for Fax. Goes back for Hansen. Hansen puts it high. Liver Crooks and Tibbs to chase. Pons collects, but brilliant time tackle there from Tibbs and Crooks. He'll play the ball on his own 10-metre line. Here's Calcott shooting out the line along with Crooks. Halifax looking to force the mistake in this last couple of minutes here in the first half. Craven throws a dummy as Halifax defence on that left-hand side was shooting up. Pelissier finds PLT, sets back on the inside, but brilliant tackle down low by Fairbank. Finish off on top by Calcott and Inman. Here's Drinkwater behind his 20-metre, looking for a 20-40 possibly. Tibbs has got to be aware to it, but it's going to stay in the field. And Tibbs just a bit of a lackadaisical run back there. Ben Tibbs could have made a lot more yards if he just put his foot down a bit earlier. Here's Saltonstall. Coming up to the last minute of this first half. Slow, play the ball. Pelissier using all the dark arts there. Here's Charlie Graham. Fine for a quick play the ball. Gets it. Halifax jumps out. Finds Tangata close to the ruck. Tangata is brought down just shy of halfway. Here's Hansen. Runs across field. Drops off a Fairbank. Great tackle down low again from Pelissier. Last one for Fax. Goes back to Hansen. Hansen puts it high. Again, wanting Pons to go and collect, which he does. Great tackle there by Tibbs. But no real competition there. As Davies put down. Big shot there, but it's too aggressive from Will Calcott. High tackle. And I think it's Oldham's first penalty of the game, by my reckoning. But the hooter's gone. Oldham have one more tackle after this penalty. It's Drinkwater. Pushes as far as he can. Brilliant touch finder there. Oldham will start to set 30 metres away from Halifax's line. Brilliant kick from his own 20. And Oldham, one last tackle after the hooter's gone. The taps. And Craven going for a drop goal. And I think he's got it as well. Blimey. Well, Kyle Eastman is walking down tunnel already. You take a point wherever it comes. It only makes it a 5-point game. But that point could prove crucial after the next 40 minutes. At the end of the first 40 minutes, where Halifax took the lead through Owen McCarron after 12 minutes, but Oldham took straight back through Ben Davies. And then the main difference between the two sides, a try from the ex-Halifax man Matthew Pons. Drinkwater with one conversion, and then after the hooter in that first half, a Danny Craven drop goal, which could prove all the difference. Massive 40 minutes to come with the half-time score here at Odsal Stadium. It's Halifax Panthers 6, Oldham RLFC 11. Welcome back to the second half of this round 15 Betfred Championship clash between Halifax Panthers and Oldham RLFC at our temporary home, Odsal Stadium. For Halifax, we thought we'd settled in nicely, but Oldham are spoiling the housewarming at the moment. Ahead 11 points to 6 through a pinball Pons try. Now Danny Craven drop goal after the hooter. Hopefully our time will be good for us as Hansen gets us back underway. Collected by PLT and his Farmworth. Had a big impact for Oldham in the second section of that first half. Wins the ruck and Pelissier jumps out and makes the break. Panic stations here, 2-on-1, and they're going to score here. PLT, disastrous start for Halifax. Second tackle of the second half. And Oldham have scored what may well be the match-winning try already. Scrappy play the ball, and Pelissier just jumped out as he's done throughout his career. made the break up field, and he must have had about 4 or 5 players to choose from. Drew in Nofaluma, and it was PLT, Phoenix Laulu Tonga guy, who took the ball and dived under the post for the best possible start for the Ruffians and the worst possible start for Halifax. And whatever was said at half time, well, can it be forgotten? Does it change? And Josh Drinkwater from under the posts. No doubt he'll make it 2 from 3 for the afternoon, which he does. And after 90 seconds, the second half, not even that, it's now Halifax 6, Oldham 17. Hansen kicks off again. Pond collects again, but he decides to take himself. Carrying the ball one-handed, Billy Slater, but Fairbank puts him down. Here's Halifax to survive 2 tackles. In with a tackle this time. They go blind through Lannon. Lannon put down once again by Tangatara and Inman. Plissier jumps out from dummy half again, looking for an offside man, but Michalowskis is going to be lenient there because they weren't square at all. This ruck has just been absolutely disgraceful all game. So scrappy. Michalowskis is just doing nothing about it. Last one for Oldham, 5 metres inside the Halifax half. Goes back to Craven. Craven puts it high. No pressure from Nofaluma. Collects, but it's just a wall of dark blue in front of him. But he looks to go on the outside. Nofaluma still going. O'Keefe does well. Puts him down. 15 metres away from his own line. Here's Saltonstall. He gets the offload away, Saltonstall, but Lannon quick to react to put Jufrey down. Here's Graham. This old defence very, very quickly up. Halifax, he finds Inman. Out of back to Hansen, further on to Nofaluma. Takes it himself out to Tibbs. Tibbs gets back on the inside. And Oldham are going to push him out here, are they? No, they're going to keep him in, field of play. Here's Hansen. Short ball to Inman, steps back inside. Oh. Important tackle there from Farnworth. Last one for Halifax on halfway. Goes back to Jufrey. Jufrey puts it high. Spiraling all over the place. Well taken by PLT. And then stopped by Inman and Brad Graham. Big shot from Calcott coming in, out by Fairbank. Here's Hurst. Gets put down by Crooks. Plissier finds Farnworth. Big shot from Fairbank. Brilliant tackle there. Held out by Brad Graham, but it's quick play. Sure, the referee's going to go back there. Finally, he's getting to grips with this ruck. Farnworth moves about 2-3 yards off his mark. Here's Taylor. Thought about the pass, but just takes it himself. Calcott and Halafihi with a tackle. Last one for Oldham. 25 metres away from the line. Plissier finds Drinkwater, dabs it across. Tibbs collects. No real issues there, but again, brilliant chase coming in from Oldham. And they really win the territory battle here as Crooks tries to make a relieving run out, but it's stopped pretty much straight away by the Oldham defence. Here's Tibbs. Halifax really struggling to get out of their own territory here. Hansen fills in at dummy half, finds Jufrey, long ball out to Saltonstall, sets back on the inside. Neil got the offload away for Dufresne, but this Oldham defence suffocating at the moment. Here's Tangatag on centre field, bounces off Farnworth, but well put down by Lannan. Last one for Halifax, barely 25 metres out. Hansen, big collision there by Farnworth. Is the referee going to rule it a late tackle? He is. Now, I think that's a bit unfair actually. I think Farnworth's got every right to feel aggrieved there. Don't get me wrong, it's a big tackle, but I don't think it was late at all. It's what you want your front row forward to be doing. Pressuring the kick. But Halifax, you could say for once, this game get on the right side of the referee's call here. And Dufresne just nonchalantly just kicks the ball 10 metres in front of him into touch. And Crooks will start to set off inside Oldham's half. Michalowskis lets him tap in quickly. And Fax, 25 metres away from this Oldham line. You feel if they're got to get back into this game, they've got to score soon. Here's Calcott. Running in tandem with Fairbank, but does well, does Calcott. Still going. Brilliant yards after contact there. They're stacking it left, but they've gone right. Here's Hansen out of the back. Nofaluma breaks away from one. Oldham man got to it and Tibbs is in. Surely's going to be play on. Surely's going to be play on. Michalowskis is taking his time to assess the situation. And he's going to order the try. And it's similar to what happened in the first half. After 8 minutes of the second half. Lofted ball across from Hansen. Matthew Pons got his hand to it, knocked it backwards into the hands of Ben Tibbs, and Tibbs went gone and scored. He's into double figures for the season, Ben Tibbs. And like I said, Halifax need to score sooner than they do. Bring the score back to 17 points to 10 with a kick to come. Great response for the men in blue and white as Brandon Douglas comes onto the field to replace Jacob Fairbank. As Hansen right from that far touchline, just outside the 20 metres. Strikes it well. Oh, he's pulled it left. I thought by the volume of the cheer of the Halifax fans that the cheer has gone over, but it's gone wide. So Oldham still 2 scores ahead thanks to that Danny Craven drop goal. 17 points to 10 up. It's Oldham to kick off through Drinkwater. Collected by Nofaluma, hands on to Douglas, straight into the action there, Brandon Douglas. As Oldham piling numbers to stop Rampage and prop forward. And Halifax go blind through Tangatar, big collision there. Craven rides it well. Halifax the blind side. Saltonstall pointing there, and Lannan's offside. Ignored by the official. Halifax was off a dummy half. Runs it on for Dufresne, and Dufresne. Bit of an hospital ball there from Halifax. Here's Inman centre field, short ball to Calcott. Oldham defence, read it well. Last one for Fax, goes back to Dufresne, who has time to place his kick. Graham chasing, brilliant chase there, brilliant take from the Oldham man, but great tackle there by Charlie Graham as Douglas flies in. Brilliant tackle there on O'Keefe. And can Halifax lift a gear now? Can I do what Oldham were doing to us not so long ago? Great defence led by Lafihi there. Pelissier finds PLT. Takes on him and does well. Holds on to him well. But joined by reinforcements by Calcott and Alafihi. But Pelissier jumps out with dummy half again. Oh, he's got penalty again. Elwar Pelissier just got our defence on strings at the moment. Calcott was well within his rights to make the tackle. He was the marker, but Douglas was nowhere near and just couldn't resist getting involved in the tackle. And Drinkwater's penalty will take Oldham 5 metres into the Halifax half. Feeds on to Farnworth. Big collision coming from Tangata. Gets the ball away as well. Brilliant offload. Pelissier finds O'Keefer. Ball on the field. Nearly caused confusion there, but referee played on. Here's Lannon. There's a penalty again. Halifax offside. Slice on the trot and the signal going straight from the touchline is to go for 2. Although they're not, there are 2 scores ahead. What's another 2 points? So I think the players on the field have overruled Sean Long and his coaching staff. Why not? Gives us an old adage in rugby league, penalty try. And Hove for Halifax. Can make a mockery of that, but Oldham play with the tails up here. Craven finds Drinkwater. Short ball to Ashurst. Important tackle there from Crooks. Panic station, Halifax defence here. Drinkwater drops off for Farnworth. Farnworth need to get to grips with him, which they do. Halafiki and Inman. Pelissier goes from dummy half, but great tackle coming in from Halafiki. Still tackles here for Oldham. Drinkwater fills in at dummy half. Finds Taylor. On to Craven. Brings on from PLT inside. Some lazy defending coming in the centre field, and PLT will take a knee because he ran behind one of his players. Last one for the Roughheads. Pelissier goes left to Drinkwater. Throws a lovely dummy. Oh, that's just brilliant. That's just absolutely brilliant from Josh Drinkwater. Superb rugby league. That dummy fooled everyone in this stadium, me included. Just spun on a dime for that pass, and then for the dummy and passed inside to Farnworth, who charges over. And unfortunately, that old adage, penalty try, has come true. And after less than quarter of an hour, the second half. Oldham stretched the lead. 21-10 with a kick to come. And with the kick just to the side of the post, you won't bet against Josh Drinkwater from landing it and giving Oldham a 3-score lead. There's another play going down, straight down the tunnel here. Will Cow, oh, it's dug out. I thought there's another play going in for head injury assessment. There's Drinkwater, tags on the 2. And it is a 3-score lead here. Halifax Panthers 10, Oldham Roughheads 23. Hanson with a kick-off again towards the corner. Pons collects and just takes it up to that defensive line. It's a knock-on, surely it is. Now, is this the moment that this game turns around? There was just half a second where I thought he's going to give a penalty here, but quite rightly, he's given a knock on, and you can see by some of the reactions, those Halifax players, how important this could be, jumping up like now like they've scored a try. Instead, they've got a scrum 15 metres out, centre field. Nofaluma breaks late right. The passing good enough for him though. But he steps back inside trying to make something of it. And that chance has gone. Halifax. Still centre field. Farnworth laying on in the tackle. Here's Cowan back on the field. Come on for Calcott there. Halifax waits. Gets a 6 again for Halifax. Hansen finds Dufresne. For right to Graham. Lovely little foot from Charlie Graham. Oh, should have just put the foot down and gone. Here's Tangata. Will bring Halifax within 5 metres of that Oldham line. Halifax waits to dummy half. Finds Inman. Hansen. Out the back to Nofaluma. Great footwork. Out to Crooks. Further on. Oh, it should have gone out wide. Tibbs is walking. Instead they go left. Halifax takes the tackle. Ben Tibbs. Furious for Ben Crooks there. Inman from dummy half. Great tackle coming from Pelissier on Cowan. Halifax dumb half. Long ball out to Dufresne. Long ball out to Graham. Steps back on the inside. Graham. Oh, key for dealing with him well. Last one for Fax. Hansen picks up his bootlaces. Kicks across. Looking for Crooks. He goes backwards. Brad Graham nearly going across the line, can he? No, they're going to put him out into touch. Desperate defence from Oldham. Two really important tackles coming in there from Ben O'Keefe on Charlie Graham, but it's what ifs. Ben Crooks, I think if he had his time again and had fed the ball wide to Ben Tibbs, he looked like he had a strolling in that right hand corner. And Brad Graham's diving the ball. Oh, what? He's given the penalty, but I don't know why. The Oldham players played the ball. There weren't a dummy half there. Brad Graham's within his rights to go and pick the ball up. But instead, it's a penalty. In the second half, the penalty just increasing in size. As Ashurst takes Oldham past halfway despite the attentions of Brad Graham, Jack Hansen and Ben Tibbs there. Here's Farnworth. Big collision on from Cowan. He's still going Farnworth. What impact he's had since coming on. Pelissier finds Taylor on to Craven. Bodies in motion for Oldham on Craven nearly through the gap. Lannan wanted the ball too. They're stacking his blind side. Pelissier lets it go, run through his feet. Goes it through. He's back in his hands. His ball played the man. So it's going to be the last tackle here for Oldham. Less than 5 out from the Halifax line. Craven using the blind side. Lannan drops the ball and Charlie Graham dives on the ball. Bit of a flat into that set for Oldham, but Halifax won't necessarily mind. Assault and stall. Try to steal as many yards as possible, coming out of danger. Halifax finds Douglas. Douglas centre field, and Halifax win the penalty for offside this time. Well, after ignoring offside all first half, Michalowski has finally learned to look left and right. And Fax will start to set off 5 metres inside Oldham's half. Charlie Graham taps and goes himself. Slow play the ball again. Halifax, you want it quicker. Here's Inman. Short ball to Douglas. He'll look forward, but the referee rules not. Nofaluma moving later on the back line here. Dufresne. Long ball out to Graham. Further on, he's going to be a penalty here, surely. That definitely looked like a late hit on Dufresne. Play goes on as Tangata takes on from dummy half. Brilliant run from Tangata. Injects a little bit of passion and enthusiasm into this attack. Halafigi goes himself, he's over! Yes! Veal Halafigi! Scoring at the perfect time for Halifax as we just creep into the last 20 minutes of this game. And Veal Halafigi on debut scores his first try in blue and white. And a typical Buckers try it was. Just beside the post as well. And it all came from that marauding run from Adam Tangata. Just took it on himself just to scoot himself and dummy half. Must have made 25 metres from it. And Halafigi, like I said before, diminutive throughout his career, dived over for what could be a really important try for his new club. And just as important now as Eloi Pelissier leaves the field. He's been arguably the best player on the pitch since he's come onto the pitch. As Hansen converts from pretty much bang in front. He's 2 from 3 for the afternoon. And so with 61 minutes gone, it's Halifax 16, Oldham 23, still 2-score game. Now can Halifax just get a little bit of discipline here with the ball? Drinkwater with a kick-off. Collected by Nofalu on his own 20. Bit of a weird kick-off there for Drinkwater, but we'll take it. Here's Douglas. Bumps off one defender, but they pile numbers in again. 4 men, they pile into that tackle to stop his movement there. And Brandon Douglas just knocked it on. Oh, commentator's curse again. What did I say? Discipline with the ball. And Brandon Douglas comes up with the error on the second tackle, no less. That means Oldham have the attacking scrum 25 metres out from the line, centre field. Drinkwater feeds. Hands it on to PLT. PLT tries to push off Dufresne, but they're pushing backwards. Tangata and Charlie Graham adding weight. Here's Chapelau. Takes 3 men to stop his progress. Inman. Halafigi. Sorry, Cowan. And Charlie Graham. And there's the other Chapelau brother, nearly getting through there as well. Good tackle coming from Brad Graham. Here's Drinkwater. Takes to the line, finds Craven. Loving this guy's ball to Lannon, but Dufresne and Tangata do well again. Taylor finds Drinkwater. On to Craven. Oldham got bent over if they need it, but Craven's done it himself. Oh, wrong option. Great tackle coming in from Douglas. Had to be though. Last one for Oldham as Craven's felt the full effect there. As Aldridge tries to go himself, but great goal line defence there from Fax. But not a bad place to turn it over there for Oldham. Here's Crooks. Leading by example, trying to get out of the tough stuff. Here's Saltonstall. I say this Oldham defence very quick off the line. Saltonstall finds his way to get 15 metres away from his line. Inman finds Dufresne. The gap there for Dufresne. He goes through it. Oh! Such an important tackle there from Craven. Here's Tangata. Great running there from Tangata. Will find the 40 for Fax. As Halifax makes way for O'Brien. Hansen begging someone to come back on the inside, but Crooks wanted outside. Miscommunication there for Halifax. Last one. As Fax barely make halfway, goes back to Jouffre. Jouffre puts it high, too deep for the chasers. So Johnson collects and surveys his options, goes centre field, and gets put down by Cowan and O'Brien. Here's O'Keefer. Good tackle from him and big hit from Douglas as well. PLT at dummy half. Finds Ashurst. Great tackle from Cowan, helped out by O'Brien and Brad Graham. There's Milner. Gets put down well by Tom Inman. Here's PLT from centre field. Stopped by O'Brien, Tangata and Douglas. Last one for Oldham, 40 metres out. Craven grubbers it. Oh, he's got that all wrong. He's got it dead. Oh, bad mistake there from Danny Craven. 7 tackle set coming up for Halifax. 13 minutes to go. Halifax 16, Oldham 23. I'll say it again, how important could that Danny Craven drop goal be just before half time? Fax with a tap on the 20. As Tibbs takes it up, wanting a quick play the ball and gets it. And I get another offside against Oldham. Well, and Odsal takes it quickly. Steals a good 25 metres there. Brilliant play by James Saltonstall. Oh, he's knocked on. Oh, and he's... Salt is going absolutely mad at this touch judge. Adam Tangata having to drag him away. He's absolutely furious, this touch judge here. After all the good work he just did then, Salty. He's just dropped the ball in the tackle. And he's still having a go at this touch judge here, so he just needs to get his head back in the game. Oldham break left from the scrum. Great tackle coming in from Brad Graham. Thought we were going for a one-on-one for a second there. He's trapped in the tackle there. Oh, it's Nofaluma, my mistake. Oh, and Douglas has taken the player off the ball. He's going to win the penalty for it. Oh, and he's back chatted as well, so it's 10 metres. Things just going from bad to worse here for Halifax. And Drinkwater just using all his experience, taking all the time possible just to make a decision, telling him what to do, and just nonchalantly boots the ball in a touch. So they'll start to set 15 metres out from the Halifax line. Oldham believe they've done enough. They don't need to force anything. They'll just take the time, just go through the processes. Good counter defence there from Halifax. Brilliant shove there, led by Brandon Douglas. Here's Ashurst from what looked like a bit of a flat ball. Brought down by Hansen. Here's Drinkwater. Finds Craven. Out of the back to PLT. Double pump. Tries to go through the gap. Gets his arm free, but Halifax defence do enough. O'Brien and Tangata finish off the tackle. Craven finds Drinkwater. Onto Milner. Good tackle coming from Douglas, but manages to get the offload away. Oh, brilliant ball from Drinkwater. Just bats it. Bats it to the Oldham man. It's one of those where he's just, everything he's touching just turns to goal in the moment, Drinkwater. Taylor in at dummy half. Finds Milner, throws the dummy. Important tackle there by Inman. Last one for Oldham. Goes back to Drinkwater. Knocks it on, but it's gone backwards. PLT, brilliant tackle there from sure that's a tackle. That's complete a tackle, it is. Brilliant tackle there from Adam O'Brien. And Halifax survive again, going into the last 10 minutes. Here's Saltonstall. Oldham piling in bodies to push him backwards is very rare, you see that. O'Brien finds Tibbs. Played really well today as Ben Tibbs. Quick play the ball too. O'Brien finds Crooks. Halifax with a bit of a roll on here. Brilliant tackle there by Elijah Taylor. Here's Calcott. Great yards. Good running. Will take Fax past halfway. Will Calcott. Slow play the ball though. O'Brien, centre field. Cowan tips it on for Inman. As Halifax 30 metres away from the Oldham line. Need to score soon if they need to get back in this game. Dufresne puts it high on the last. There's a knock on coming through. Halifax will get the ball back from the set of 6. Knock on from Oldham. Now Halifax. Let's go run the first knock on here. Halifax just got to have a bit of composure now. They don't need to try and score off every tackle here. Yes, there's 8.5 minutes to go. They need 2 scores. But a little bit of composure now. They'll have the scrum 15 metres away from the Oldham line, centre field. Dufresne finds Graham, tries to go back on the outside. Brilliant tackle again from O'Keefe. Great duel it's been all game between them two. O'Brien throw the dummy. Stopped by the Oldham defence 10 metres out. Dufresne finds Inman. Bodies in motion here for fast. Hansen finds Nofaluma. Nofaluma goes himself. Still going Nofaluma. Great counter tackle there by Ashurst. Had to be. Here's Hansen. Short ball to Cowan. On rushing Oldham defence. Managed to get him there. Still tackles here for Fax. O'Brien finds Inman. Long ball to Dufresne. Out of the back to Nofaluma. Nofaluma goes, finds Saltonstall. Saltonstall's in! Yes! Jim Saltonstall scores! Brilliant, important try. And how good it'll do for him. How he'll feel personally responsible for the mistakes he made before. In his testimonial year, he might be getting on a bit. His legs might not move as quick as he used to. But give him a chance. And he'll finish in the corner. That's exactly what James Saltonstall's done. Less than 7 minutes to go. Grandstand finish coming up. Change of kicking hours. Louis Dufresne is backed to slot this goal over from the touchline. Right on this touchline as well. Can he do it? Dufresne strikes it well. Oh, he's pulled it to the right hand side. Oh, it matters not because Halifax had to score again, but he could have got a drop goal. 3 points of difference, 6 minutes to go. Big finish coming up. How are your nerves, everyone? Both sets of fans raise their voices to see their troops home. Oldham trying to set a record for the slowest walk back to the halfway line. The Drinkwater again with a kick-off. Again, bit of a weird one. It bounces awkward. Nofaluma hands it on to Cowan. Good strong run from the St Helens youngster. O'Brien waits a dummy half. Finds Dufresne. Down to Hansen. Further on to Crooks. Steps back on the inside. Oh! Matty Ashurst with such an important tackle there. Dufresne takes out from dummy half. Calcott charging up the midfield. Making as many yards as he can. Quick play the ball. Dufresne takes to the line. Short ball to Coward. Gets the offload away to Nofaluma. Just back on the inside. Hands off one. Here's Nofaluma. The time is now for you, mate. Go on. High tackle, surely. Yes, the referee's going to give a penalty. Now, do you go for goal? Or... And for the first time this second half, you can hear the Halifax support. Dufresne belts the ball to touch. Makes 15 metres. Halifax 25 metres away from the Oldham line. Crooks taps and goes himself. Michalowski's letting the game flow like the referee last week. O'Brien finds Inman. Takes to the line. Hampton short ball to Dufresne. Back inside to Tangata. Tangata takes 3 Oldham men to stop his progress. 10 metres out now, Fax. O'Brien goes himself under the half. Oh, surely we're offside the defenders. Michalowski's rules not. Inman at dummy half. Finds Hansen. Here's Dufresne. Oh, comes up lucky there. Loose ball to Brad Graham and he just dives back on it as Dufresne. Halifax losing a little bit of momentum now. Here's Calcott. Charging towards the sticks, Calcott. Put down, less than 5 out. Last tackle for Fax. O'Brien finds Hansen. Chips it over, looking for Charlie Graham. Brilliant save by Oldham. They're going to do a chopped in goal. Repeat set. Brilliant play from Halifax. First goal line dropout of the afternoon. 3.5 minutes to go. And there's quite a few Oldham players, hands on hips. Dipped a little bit. Danny Craven with a dropout. Monster dropout too. Nofaluma collects in front of Calcott. And Calcott winds up. Oldham fans calling for obstruction. He's definitely not. Here's Cowan. Good tackle by Farnworth down low. Halifax 35 metres out from the line. O'Brien finds Hansen. Takes to the line. Dufresne. Halifax Nofaluma. Finds Crooks. Early ball. Crooks gets away from his opposite number. Comes back towards centre field. Takes his tackle just outside the 20. O'Brien claps his hands, wanting it quickly. Gets it quickly. Charges off the dummy half. Surely that's offside. Surely that's offside. Referee. The referee doesn't give it. Halifax within 10 metres of the line. Nofaluma goes left to Inman. Further on to Dufresne. Long ball out to Graham. Graham gets the footwork on. Was Dufresne taken out after the ball? No, referee rules not. Oh, referee does. Yes, it's another penalty. Just coming up to 2 minutes left. Penalty try. I'll say it again. It came true in the first half for Oldham. Please let it come true. This second half of Fax. Come on. Tangata. Gets Fax within at least 2 metres. O'Brien, the referee's called time off. I'm not sure why. I don't think there's going to be any penalties or anything. I'm not too sure what's going on. Was Oldham player getting treatment? It's just going to be as you were, play on. There was an allegation of biting, maybe. Yeah, allegation of Owen Farnworth has been claimed that Adam Tangata has bitten him. And Adam Tangata is absolutely furious. It's one of those where a Farnworth's arms must have been across Tangata's face and in his mouth, and he couldn't do out about it. But anyway, referees put it on report. O'Brien at dummy half, fires it to Inman, on to Calcott. Calcott stops this trash, less than 5 out from the line. O'Brien finds Inman, loose ball collected by Nofaluma. O'Keefe, brilliant defence again. He's been superb, has been O'Keefe for Oldham. Dufresne finds Tangata. And Tangata will take it back towards Oldham's 10 metres. 1.25 minutes left. O'Brien goes left to Jufrey. Jufrey goes by himself. Oh, the ball's knocked on. And it's done dead. And it's going to be a 7 tackle set for Oldham. And Oldham will no doubt see this time out. And is that the game for Halifax? Johnson just taps in, just trundles the ball up. 47 seconds left and Oldham just stick it with jumpers time for them. But for Halifax again, so close with it, so far. Graham with the late tackle. On Drinkwater, fooled everyone yet again. Stealing some yards up the blind side. Last 20 seconds. Again, you'll see all the gamesmanship coming in now as Farnworth takes the ball up. Oh, nearly make a break up field. Will they rub salt into the wounds and go for another drop goal maybe? They won't. Drinkwater done with no time. And Oldham has spoiled the housewarming party for the Halifax Panthers here at Odsal Stadium. Another loss for Carl Eastman's men. The effort was definitely there. On another day, Halifax may well have scored that match-winning try, but Oldham made of stern stuff here. But despite the tries coming from Owen McCarron, Ben Tibbs, Deal Alafihi on debut, and James Sortensaw, yet again another Josh Drinkwater inspired performance. I've seen Oldham come away with the points. The final score here at Odsal Stadium: Halifax Panthers 20, Oldham RLFC 23.